Hello, hi. I am here with you with the season 2 Hearts Between Lines episode 2 Missed Calls and Rainfalls. It started with one missed call. Tinku had been helping her mother carry groceries from the gate when her phone buzzed on the living room table. By the time she returned, the call had ended. She stared at the name Gapu. Her finger hovered over the call back button. But just then, the neighbor's kid knocked on the door, asking for help with a school project. She told herself she would return the call later. She didn't. That night, Gapu sat at his desk, pretending to study while glancing at his phone. Every few minutes, he could have messaged her, "Hey, just wanted to talk," but somehow it felt like if she wanted to, she would call back. She didn't. The next day, it rained. Not the wind, stormy kind, but the steady, unhurried rain that wraps the whole world in a grey hush. Tinku sat by the window in 10B, tracing patterns in the condensation on the glass. She thought about calling Gapu, but what would she say? "Sorry, I did not call yesterday, felt too small. I missed. You felt too big." They passed each other in the corridor between classes. He smiled, not wide, not bright, just enough to say, "I see you." She smiled back, but the words in her throat stayed strong. She smiled back, but the words in her throat stayed stuck. That afternoon she called him. He did not answer. She tried again later. Still nothing. She lay back on her bed, listening to the rain against the roof in the quiet between drops. She thought about the way his voice sounded when he laughed, the way he used to call her captain during group projects. She wondered if he was ignoring her or if life was just getting in the way. It was not until 2 days later that they finally spoke. The rain had trapped everyone inside after lunch, and the corridors were packed with students leaning against the railings. And the corridors were packed with students leaning against the railings. Tinku spotted him near the corner of the veranda, hands in his pockets. She walked over, slow enough that she could still turn back if she lost her nerve. "You didn't answer," she said. "You didn't call back," he replied. But his tone was not sure, just tired. They stood there for a moment, listening to the rain and the distant shouts from the football field, where the puddles were already forming. "I missed talking to you," she admitted. His eyes softened. "Me too." They did not fix everything that day, but sometimes the first step is not solving the distance. It is admitting it is there. And on that rainy afternoon, under the same school roof, they both took that step. It was the end of episode 2. I will be with you. I hope you will be with me in episode 3. You will enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching.